Hello everyone, greetings of the day. I Geeta Jain, science teacher of class 6, welcome you all. In today's session, we are going to revise the important questions of chapter 2. In the previous session, we have revised the whole chapter. Let's begin the question answer session. Very short answer type questions. The first question is, do all meals consist of the same food items? Yes, our answer is no. All meals do not have the same food items. We can see our diet even. What we have in the morning breakfast, the same thing we do not have in the lunch or in the dinner. So, all the meals have the different food items. Question number 2. Why should a meal have different food items? A meal should have different food items because our body needs different kinds of nutrients for proper functioning. As we all know, all the nutrients have the different nutritional values. So our body needs different type of nutrients for proper functioning. As we know, carbohydrates and fats provide energy to our body. Proteins helps in bodybuilding, while vitamins and minerals protect us from various diseases. Question number 3. Do all foods contain all the required nutrients? Of course, no. All foods do not contain all the nutrients required for our body. If I talk about the rice is a rich source of carbohydrate. It does not mean, but in a little amount of it also consists of protein. But if I talk about the vitamins, minerals, it do not have all the nutrients in it. So all the foods, if we talk about, do not contain all the nutrients in a proper amount. Question number 4. Name two types of carbohydrates found in our food. Our answer is starch and sugar. Yes, starch is a complex carbohydrate while sugar is a simple carbohydrate. What are carbohydrates? Another question. Yes, a very important question. The compounds of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen which provide energy for our body are called carbohydrates. So if in simple language we say that carbohydrates are made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen which provide energy for our body. Next question. What happens when two or more drops of iodine solution fall on starch substance? We had seen in the starch test. Yes, if we put the iodine solution on the food item, we see that the color of the substance become blue black, and which only confirms the test of starch. Question number 7. Name two substances which provide carbohydrates. Yes, we have to write the two sources of the food items from which we get carbohydrate. The answer is potato. You can write rice, wheat, maize, sugar, anything you can write. Any two substances you can write out of it. Next question. Name the food nutrient indicated by an oily page on paper. Yes, the oily page on a paper shows the presence of fat. Yes, we have learned how to identify the different nutrients present in our food. So it's one of the tests to find out that the fat is present in the food item. If we take the any food item and if we placed in the paper, and if the oily page is there on the paper, we say that the particular food item contains fat. Name two energy providing nutrients. You have to write the two energy giving nutrients which gives energy to our body. Yes, carbohydrates and fats are known as energy giving food. Name a nutrients which helps in repairing the damaged body cells. Yes, wherever the worn out tissues are there, that has been repaired by the nutrient known as proteins. Yes, as protein is also known as body building food. Next question. Write two sources of vitamin C. We have to write the name of the two food items from which vitamin C is being obtained. Orange, lime, amla, any citrus fruit name you can write it over here. Next, two sources of vitamin D. Yes, two sources of vitamin D are fish, butter, yes, the sunlight also. If you sit in the sunlight, your body obtains vitamin D. Next question, what is roughage? Yes, again a very important question. The food containing plant fibers which are known as dietary fibers also. Yes, which are known as dietary fibers is called roughage. As we know, roughage do not help in the digestion of our food and do not provide any nutritional value to our body. But still, we are considering them a basic nutrient as it helps us to get rid of undigested food. What is the main function of roughage? Okay, the next question is there only. What is the function of roughage? What does roughage do for our body? The main function of roughage is to get rid of undigested food. Name some food items which provide roughage. If I say you have to write the some food items which provide roughage, whole grains, fresh fruits, vegetables are the main sources of roughage. Next question, short answer type questions. That means these answers you have to write in 4 or 5 sentences. What are nutrients? Name major nutrients present in our food. Okay, the components of food which are needed by our body for growth and development are called nutrients. The major nutrients present in our food are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. What are the functions of carbohydrates? What does carbohydrates do for our body? Yes, they provide energy to our body. So our correct answer is they complete the energy giving requirements of the body are called energy giving providing food or energy giving food. Next question. Write test for detecting the presence of starch. How can we identify the starch is present in the food particular food item? So we have to conduct a test for it, and for that test the important chemical solution do we need is a dilute iodine solution. You have to remember, to test the starch we need dilute iodine solution. Okay, if you remember this, then you can easily answer your question. So what you have to do, you have to take a piece of the food item, and if you put 2-3 drops of dilute iodine solution on it, the color of the food will change into blue black. If the iodine solution, if you are putting into the food item and the color of the food item changes into blue black, it shows that the particular food item has starch in it. And if no blue black color appears on the food item, that means no starch is present. I think all of you are clear with it. To test the starch, we need iodine solution. We put 2-3 drops of iodine solution on the food item. If the color changes to blue black, that means the starch is present in the food item, and if the color of the food item do not change to blue black color, that means the starch is not present in it. Next question, what are the functions of proteins? Another very important question. What does protein do for our body? Proteins are the most important nutrient. They are called bodybuilding food. They help in the growth and repair of damaged cells and tissues. They also help our body to fight against infections. Proteins makes our nails, hair and muscles. So three important functions we have discussed over here. They help in the growth and repair of damaged cells and tissues, and that's why they are known as bodybuilding food. They also help our body to fight against infections. So they are becoming the major part of our immune system. And the third, they make our nails, hair and muscles. Next question. How can you test the presence of proteins in a given food item? If any particular food item is being given to you, how will we come to know that it has protein in it or not? You have to remember this equation, but if you remember this equation, the simple equation, then you can easily write this part. Yes, if you do not remember this, then you will find, oh, such a big answer is it? No, it's a very small answer. You can write it, but if you remember this simple equation, what you have to take? You have to take a small quantity of food, add water to it, add copper sulfate to it. What is the formula of copper sulfate? Does anyone of you know? Oh, might be you would have forgotten. Yes, I'm writing here. C U small, okay, S O and 4. This is the formula of your copper sulfate plus caustic soda, which is written as NaOH. Okay, so this here I had given you some chemical formula, so it will be easy for you to write. So you have to take food. In that you have to add few drops of water. Then add 10 to 2 to 3 drops of copper sulfate. Then add 10 drops of caustic soda, or you can say the sodium hydroxide. If the color of the food changes into the violet color, that means the particular food item has protein in it. So here only it is written in the written format. Take a small quantity of the food item. If the sample is solid, grind it. Put some part of this in a clean test tube and add 10 drops of water to it. Shake the test tube. Now with the help of a dropper, add 2 drops of solution of copper sulfate and 10 drops of solution of caustic soda. There's only these two chemicals name. If this question may come in the MCQ form also, that which chemicals are being used to test the presence of protein. So some options may be given. So you should know that to test the protein, we need copper sulfate and caustic soda. And observe the color of the content of the test tube. If the color of the contents turn to the violet, the food item contains protein. So that's what I said. You have to remember only copper sulfate, caustic soda and violet color. That means the protein test. So I think all the three tests you would have learnt it now. First, the starch test. That means if we take the iodine solution and put 2-3 drops on the food item, if the color changes to blue black, that means the starch is present. Protein test, take the food item. If it is solid, make it a powder and add few drops of water to it. 2-3 drops of copper sulfate, 10 drops of sodium hydroxide, which is also known as caustic soda. If the color is converted into the violet color, that means the particular food item has protein in it. The next test for detecting presence of fat, a very easy test. No chemical is required in it. Take small quantity of the food item, rub it on a piece of a paper and observe it carefully. You will find that the piece of white paper have an oily patch on it, which indicates the presence of fat. So now the third test is also clear. If we take the food item and if the oily patch is there on the paper, that means that particular food item has fat in it. What are vitamins? Write various kinds of vitamins. Vitamins are the very simply to answer. They are protective compounds with no energy value. They help in proper body functioning and are required by the body in a very small quantity. As we know, vitamins are protective food. They protect us from the various diseases. They are required in a small quantity. Various kinds of vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin B complex, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. Clear? Next question. People who eat seafood do not suffer from goiter. Explain. Oh, again, very important and a logical question. It is so because seafood, as we know, seafood is a rich source of iodine. And how do we get goiter? That means there is a deficiency of iodine in our food, then we get the disease known as goiter. But if you are eating the seafood, seafoods are the rich source of iodine. So enough amount of iodine you are getting in your body, so there will be no lack, there will be no deficiency of iodine in your food body, and so you will not suffer from the disease known as goiter. It is so because seafood is a rich source of iodine and goiter is a deficiency disease caused due to the lack of iodine. A small child becomes very thin and lean, and later he becomes so weak that he could not move. Which nutrient should he eat so as to improve his health? Yes, as we know that carbohydrates are required to get energy and proteins are required to build the body. So here the child is thin and lean and weak. Weak means do not have energy, for that he needs carbohydrates. Thin and lean, that means he has to build the body, for that he needs proteins. So he needs carbohydrates as well as proteins in his diet. Write the functions of water in our body. Why we have to take water? Water helps our body to absorb nutrients from the food. It also helps in the removing the waste from the body in the form of urine and sweat. We get water from the various type of liquids, fruits and vegetables. The next question, what is obesity? When a person eats too much fat containing foods, then the fat gets deposited in his body and he may end up suffering from a disease or from a condition known as obesity. In simple language, we call it motapa. That means if a person is eating too much of fat and do not doing any exercise and do not doing any physical activity, then what will happen, that what all the things he is eating, especially the fat items, they get accumulated, they get deposited in his body and the person becomes fat and lead to a disease known as obesity. What are deficiency diseases? What are deficiency diseases? When a person eats such a food continuously for a long time which may not contain a particular nutrient, then this condition is called deficiency of that nutrient. Deficiency of one or more nutrients can cause disease and disorders in our body, and such type of diseases are known as deficiency diseases. If suppose if you are eating rice every day, then what will happen? Vitamins, minerals, fats, they will be lacking in your body, and then what will happen after some time? your body may suffer from certain disease, and that disease may be known as deficiency disease. Clear? If you are continuously not consuming vitamin A in your diet, then what will happen? You will be having a deficiency disease known as night blindness. Long answer type questions. Yes, the very important part of our question paper. Yes, which consists of maximum marks. List various type of nutrients and write the functions of each. Yes, the various type of nutrients are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Yes, carbohydrates, they mainly provide energy to our body. Fats, they provide energy for the body, and then they give much more energy than carbohydrates. It consumed, so we have to consume the fats in a less amount. Proteins, they are called body building foods. Protein help in the formation and repairing of body parts. Skin, hair, muscles, enzymes are made up of proteins. About the enzymes you will study in the higher section. They actually made up of protein and do various functions in our body. Vitamins help in protecting our body against diseases. They also protect eyes, bones, teeth, and gums. Minerals are essential for proper growth of our body and to maintain good health. What is a balanced diet? Very important question. A diet which provides the right proportion of all the nutrients that our body needs along with roughage and water is called a balanced diet. The various components of a balanced diet are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, roughage, and water. Prepare a chart to show various vitamins and minerals and the disorder caused by their deficiency. Vitamin A. If the vitamin A is lacking in our body, we may suffer from loss of vision, and that is also known as night blindness. What are the symptoms? Poor vision, loss of vision in darkness. That means with the night time, the people can't see. Vitamin B1, the disease known as beriberi. The symptoms are weak muscles and very little energy to work. Vitamin C deficiency, we get scurvy, bleeding gums, wounds take longer time to heal. Vitamin D, then we may suffer from the disease known as rickets. Bones become soft and bend easily. Calcium, bone and tooth decay, weak bones and tooth decay. Iodine, goiter, glands in the neck swollen and mental retardation in children. Iron is lacking in your body, then may suffer from the disease known as anemia, which is lead to the symptom weakness. I hope you would have understood all the questions very nicely. Please do watch the video again and again so that you can understand all the questions. Thank you and have a nice day.